Hi everyone, Maxine from Sport and Wellbeing. Hope you're doing fine out there today. So Fridays, what do we do on Fridays? So normally I would be teaching a fitness Pilates class followed by a stretch class. So what I'm doing for you today is a combination of both of them put together. So we've got fitness Pilates, which if you haven't done before, is some Pilates exercises put together as little small sequences. So it's not quite a mat work Pilates class where it's taught really slow and concentrating on about 6 exercises. It's Pilates exercises put together to make a little sequence. And then in between, I'm going to do a combination of some stretches to mix the sequences, going from one to the other with the combination of the stretches in the middle. So you're getting the best of both. It's my favourite class. I love teaching this and I hope you enjoy. So what I want you to do is to clear a lovely big space and get a mat. And also, if there is anything you can't do today, so if you have a bit of a sore knee and we're going on our hands and knees, you can lay on your tummy instead. If your back is a little bit dodgy, then I will put lots of back stretches in. So I want you to have a go to see how you get on. Just anytime you think I can't do this, leave it well alone and then join back in when you feel you can. Okay? So if we are all ready, we're going to start. So I want you to take a lovely standing position with your feet underneath your hips. So I will always come back to doing a lovely Pilates warm-up. So you've got that lovely tall spine. So you imagine that the tailbone is drawing to the floor with a weight on it. The crown of the head is being attached to the ceiling. So you've got that lovely tall spine. The hands are down by your side. You want to get those shoulders rolling back, and we call it that nice V position down the back with those shoulders. So once we've got this nice start position, I want you just to look over one shoulder, come back into the center, and then I want you to look over the other shoulder, and come back into the center. Yeah? So now we're going to look down towards our floor. Now feel as if you're gently pulling your belly button towards your spine, and then I want you to look forward again. So it's very small moves. So first one, look over one shoulder, come back into the center, look over the other shoulder, come back into the center, and then look down towards the floor, pulling in your belly button. Come into center. So that's the first little exercise for the neck. I want you then to lift your arms level with your shoulders. Show me the palms. And then I want you to breathe out, bring them together. And then breathe in, slide them back. Keep those elbows nice and bent. You ready? Now pull your belly button towards your spine. And then open. Yet it more, so you're breathing out here, breathing in here. Give me one more. Breathing out, stay tall, breathing in, bring those hands back down to the trouser leg with the shoulders up, back and down. So let's put those moves together. You ready? Nice tall posture. As you breathe out, look over one shoulder, breathe into center. Look over the other shoulder, breathe into center, exhale, belly button in, look down to the floor, back into center, scoop out that lower belly, lovely exhale, lovely inhale, got one more, lovely exhale, and inhale, bring those palms back down. Let's move on. Let's take that right ear down towards the shoulder, or it may be your left ear. Come back up to center. Now imagine I'm stood against my wall and I'm not leaning forward, I'm sliding across the wall. Now I'm going to bring the opposite arm over. Now if that feels a little bit too heavy for today, leave the opposite arm down, yeah? Excellent. Come back into centre. You've got one more on each side, and then we can put this first little sequence together, working through the back and the neck and the shoulders. One more. Beautiful. Come back into centre. Here we go then. Get that lovely little turn. Come back into that middle. Looking over that opposite shoulder, engage that belly button. Come back in. Now looking down, so that's the top of the back and the neck. Come into centre. Lift those palms. Pull them in. Squeeze them. And open them. One more. Squeeze them. Open them. Bring them down. Into that lovely side bend. With that arm coming over. Coming back. And then into the other side bend on the other side. Coming over. Beautiful. Coming back. Lovely. Next sequence. Sitting on a chair. Reaching out. Standing up. Opening that chest. Now when you sit on your chair, I want you to stick your bottom back and push your hips back and sit on your heels. Going to give me one more. Stand tall, come up onto your right toe, walk across to your left toe. Walk back again. Now as we work for these foot pedals, I want that posture nice and tall. The shoulders and the hips, they don't move. And again, you've got 4 of them. You've got 3 of them. Give me 2 more. And give me 1 more. Beautiful. Can we come back into that sitting down? Whoops. Standing up. Last one. Sitting down. Standing up. Through up onto one toe. Walk across to the other side. And back again. Last one. Now put both heels down. Give me a lovely scoop and hollow out of the lower belly. Bring those hands in. And bring those hands into this nice position here, resting your thumbs on your chest. Now imagine somebody stood behind you holding your hips. I would like you to take a breath in here. This is our first standing sequence. As you exhale, take your rib cage to one side. This is what we call a spine twist. Come back into the middle. Keep those hips still. And then I want you to turn that rib cage to the other side, keeping those hips really still, coming back into centre. 2 more. And again. Now as we go, let's make this more challenging. Now we can make our levers bigger, that's our arms, yeah? Shoulders relaxed. Exhale, turn, 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 turn. Now I'm quite near the wall, so I'm going to move forward. Come back into centre. Other side. Back into centre. Keep those hips still. And give me 1 more. Back into centre. Add on a foot pedal with an arm raised. So you come up on one toe, palms go up. You walk through to the other one, palms go down. Now the chest stays lifted and the crown of the head stays lifted. You've got 4 of them. Here we go. Two of them. Last one. Now bring both heels down, bring both hands back up. Exhale, come forward, elbows. Inhale, open. Exhale, forward. Inhale, open. 2 more. One to go. Come center, hands come down. Beautiful. Bring them back into this position here. Take them out if you want those long levers. Exhale. Inhale. And again. Exhale. Inhale. Give me 2. Give me 1. Come center. Come foot pedal. Lovely. Keep that posture, keep that chest lifted. 2 more. Give me the last one. Leave those arms up. Bring those hands in behind. Take those elbows out. In they come. Out they go. In they come. Out they go. Last 2. Lovely. Our last one then. Now bring those arms down by your side. I want you to bring one leg up. Don't mind which one. Stand tall. So I said to you that we'll be doing some stretches in between these combinations. I want you to stay lovely and tall through that belly. Beautiful. Now take a big step back with this leg. Bring those arms around. Make sure those feet are pointing forward. There's a nice calf stretch. Open through that chest and release. 2 more. Open through the chest and release. 1 more. Now come through and stand on the front leg, lift the back leg. I want you to come into a standing balance. Offer your arms out to the side of the walls. Look down towards the floor and pull in your tummy. We're in a nice standing balance. Hold it for 4. Keep those shoulders lovely and wide for 3, for 2, for 1. Come through, stand feet parallel on the floor. Look up to the ceiling. Lift your big toes off the floor for me. Come down. Pick up the other leg. Stand tall. Keep that chest lifted. Drawing through that belly. Lovely tall spine. Now the leg you're holding, step back into calf stretch. Feet in parallel. Wrap those arms around in front. Open through the chest. And again. Give me 1 more. Hold it there. Stand on that front leg. Offer me the hands. Come through. Get that lovely balance. Open out lovely and wide into that nice arabesque position. Breathe in and out. Keep those lovely hips pointing downwards. Then come back into parallel. This time lift up on through your toes. Stretch up lovely and tall. Reach up to the ceiling and then come around and down. Beautiful. Next sequence, I'm going to step to the back of my mat. So we have rolling down, walking out into a plank. Are we ready? Taking a nice breath in here. Exhale, roll through the spine. Lift out the insteps of the feet. As you take a breath in, start to walk forward. Put the knees down if you need to. Breathe out. Take a breath in, walk back. Exhale, roll up, stay tight for the lower belly. And take a breath in. Let's go again. Exhaling, rolling down. Stay tight for that lower belly. in. Keep those hands under the shoulders, lift the crown of the head, put those knees down if you prefer. Walk back. Exhale, roll up. Stay here, take a breath in. Hope we're okay. 2 more times. Rolling down through that spine, staying strong. Lengthening through the back of those legs. Walking through onto those hands. Bringing those knees down gently if you want to. Stay with those shoulders lovely and wide. Crown of the head lifted. Walking back. Engaging through the belly. Lengthening through the legs. Coming all the way back up. Lifting the imaginary heavy object off the floor. Bringing those shoulders down away from your ears. Now our last one, are you ready? In your own time, off you go. Bring those hands under those shoulders, lengthen through that spine. Put in those tummies, leave those knees down if you prefer. And then pressing back through the hips. Pulling up through the navel of the spine. Coming all the way back up. And bringing those shoulders down. I'd like you to go down and stay down for me. You ready? Here we go. Rolling down. Lovely tight lower belly. Walk through onto those hands. Stay in high plank or get those knees down on the floor if you do prefer. Staying in high plank. Then very slowly, everybody, if you haven't already, bring one knee down, relax that toe. Bring the second knee down, relax that toe. And from here, what I want us to do is going into a swim. Take away one leg, take away the opposite arm, hold it there. Exhale, lift them together. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift them together. Inhale, lower. Just check this hand's right under that shoulder because you want that shoulder blade lifting to the ceiling so it doesn't hurt. Give me 2. Now you're going to hold it here, take a breath in and out. Now round your spine and bring them together underneath your tummy. So it's a round spine, push away. If that's okay, carry on. If it's not, take a breather. I want you to work with what feels good for you. Give me 2. And give me 1. Bring that hand in, bring that knee down. Just take a little swing of the bottom to release through that lower back joint. Come down off those hands and then come into prayer stretch. Sitting back if your knees allow you to and lengthening through that mid to upper back. You will feel a little stretch up through that lumbar spine as well. Come through. Take away the opposite arm and leg that you haven't done already. Shoulders with that hand under. Exhale away. Inhale back. Let's see if we can lengthen that spine. No sagging through that lumbar spine. We've got 4 of these. 2 more. Now we're going to hold the leg, we're going to hold that arm, lift the shoulder, round up for 4. Push away, stay lovely and strong. Lengthen in, working those muscles up and down that back. Give me 2. Give me 1. Hold out the arm and the leg, keep those hips pointing downwards. Lengthen that spine. Come back in, take that bottom from side to side. Now this time open the knees into a V shape, very small. Slide down, now get that chest a little bit lower. Now the stretch, you might feel a little bit more in this QL position, very low down in that lower back. Bring in those hands, bring those knees back into parallel. Come up into a kneeling position and give me a stretch up. So again, this is a nice transition. Bring your right leg forward, see your right toe is further forward than the right knee. I want the left hip into the floor, I want that left arm up. Now make sure you've got no pressure in this lumbar spine. Pull up through this navel. Keep this chest lifted. So you've got a nice hip flexor stretch here. Let the other arm come up as well. Bring your chest down onto your front leg. Put your hands either side. Just fingertips only. Now pull in for your tummy. Tuck your back toe under. And breathe out, lift that back knee off the floor. So now we've got a deeper stretch into this hip. No pressure in the lumbar spine because you're pulling in the belly. Got the chest lifted and lengthening that head. Well done. Now bring that back knee down. Relax that back toe. Just put this hand on the inside of this right foot that's there. See if you can get that left hand off the floor. That might be a little bit wobbly, so see how you go. Now start to turn your torso to the left and reach up with your arm. And we come into a nice little triangle position. Open up through that torso, pulling in that belly button. And then I want you to come back down. Now step back with that right knee. Walk those hands. Come up into that nice high position on those knees in kneeling, if it's okay for those knees. Come down with those arms, bring that left leg through. So I want you to see the left toe, the left knee is back from that left toe. The right hip is into that floor. No pressure in the lumbar spine because the belly is pulling up and the right arm is lengthened. So you've got that lovely lift. The left arm as well. Now be careful not to arch your back. Rib cage still drawn towards those hips. Come down with the chest, down with the fingertips. Now keeping this chest lifted for me. As you breathe out, tuck that toe under and lift that back knee away from the floor. Now just make sure there's no pressure in the lumbar spine. Pull up through the belly button. Keep the chest, keep the head. Lovely. A little bit deeper stretch into that hip flexor. Now bring that knee down. Relax that toe. Put the left hand inside. Now I'm going to turn away from you this time. So I'm going to start to turn. That right arm goes up. Hold it there. So we've got that nice triangle. Come down and step back. Well done, big stretch up. So now I want to do our last little sequence where you're going to be down on your back. So I want you to have your knees hip width apart and your feet hip width apart. We're all going to roll down together, so hopefully you're not down there yet. Have a little snooze. Hold hands. Here we go. Tilt the pelvis underneath you and start to roll down through that spine. Use those tummy muscles to lower yourself down. As you get closer to the floor, bring in those knees. Get a little lumbar spine stretch by lifting that bottom off the floor. Now just angle the legs to one corner of the room. You'll get a stretch up one side. Angle the legs to the other corner of the room. You get a stretch up the other side. Put those toes down in the centre. Now we're going to bring in our right leg. We're going to lift up our head and our shoulders. And we're just going to use our tummy muscles, which we can feel engaged. Pick up that left toe, straighten that left leg out. Now when you are ready, keep that head and shoulders off the floor. Work these legs so you're pushing them away. You're breathing in on one and you're breathing out on the other one. Excellent. Now if that head and neck is starting to hurt, I want you to take a little breather, or you can take one hand away and support that head if you need to. But really conscious of pulling in that lovely tight belt around you, and that should take the pressure off the head and the neck. Little gap relaxed under the chin. You're going to go for another 4 and another 3. 2 more and 1 more. Come in with these legs, go down with that head. Now we're going to put those hands down, shoulders into that floor. Take one toe down and go into a one leg stretch with taking the arm behind you. Bring them back in together. Taking a one leg stretch, drawing through that lovely tight belt around you. Some of you may want to lift the head and shoulders. Some of you may prefer to keep the head and shoulders down. You've got 4 of them. 3 of them. 2 of them. Last one, hold it there. Now reach for that one knee and tap it. 8 and 7, 6 and 5, little pulses, 4, like the 100, 3, 2 and 1, come down. Other leg comes in. Opposite arm leg, go away. Breathe out. Shh. Breathe in. Head stays down if you want it to. Here we go, head can come up if you wish. So you've got a lovely one leg stretch. Keep that opposite knee that's not doing anything lovely and still for me. Keep it pointing up to the ceiling. You've got 4 more, let's go. 2. Hold there. Now bring both hands onto that one bent knee. Let's go. 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Come down, come in. I'm coming into some stretching. First of all, put the soles of the feet together. Hold on to the insteps and bring those knees out with the help of those elbows. Allow that back to close down into that floor. Exhale, lift up, ease those knees out a little bit with those elbows. And then come down, bring those knees together. Now we're putting one toe on the floor, slide that leg away if that's okay. Get a lovely stretch going out through that straight leg. This other leg that you've got tucked in, I would like you to walk your hands up it. Feel the stretch going down the back of this leg. If you need to bend the straight leg, you do that. As you breathe out, you're going to bring your chest and your head and your chin on your nose. We live in hope. Come down. Bring in, switch over, all the way out across the floor. Walk up. If you need to bend that straight leg that's on the floor, you do that. As you breathe out, head, chest, coming up, 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 up. And going down, 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 bringing in. 2 legs come in, rock forward. Rolling like a ball. Our last thing to finish with. I hope you've got the room. Bring those hands behind you. Fingertips point to the bum. Just roll back through the arms and only roll back towards the shoulders. Stay away from the head and the neck. So just watch the first one if you've never done this with me before. So you're going to take a nice breath in here. You're going to exhale, roll through your arms. Inhale, come up. So it's always breathing out as you go, breathing in as you come back. So we're rolling through that forearm to the elbow and the arm, coming up. So we're getting a nice massage through the back. And I want you to use those lovely strong tummy muscles. One more. Excellent, stay there. The challenge for Friday is to take away the arms, if you want to. So tilt that pelvis, exhale, roll back. Inhale, roll up. Did we make it? Go one more. Wonderful. Hopefully no one got stuck down there. Right, so stay and sit round, face me. Take out these legs. Take those arms behind. And I would like you to look to the ceiling, fingertips point to your bum. Open through the fronts of the shoulders. And then I want you to bring your big toes towards you. I want you to bend your knees. And then bring your chest down, head down, hold on to the underneath of your feet. Straighten out those legs, come up. And again, bring those toes up, bend those knees, come forward, wrap, hold those toes. Now this time, when you take those legs out, see if you can stay there. Then come up. Yay! Into inside leg. So we did one where we were laying down. Let's do one where we're sitting up. Those heels come in towards your bottom. Your elbows go in towards the inside of those legs. You hinge forward. I'll show you sideways because you might see it a bit better. Now be careful not to do that through the lower back. Tall. And what you're going to do is hinge forward from the hip. Keeping that chest quite lifted. Come back up. So should we do one more together? You ready? Here we go. Down we go. Hinge forward from the hip. Keep this chest lifted. Lengthening. And then coming in and releasing. Beautiful. Hands and knees to finish. Open up that spine. Relax those toes. Bring those toes under. Put your bottom on the ceiling. Head inside those elbows. And press those heels down. Please, if you need it, bend those knees. Walk out to plank on your tippy toe. Lift that crown of the head. Put one knee on one elbow. Oh. Push back. Put the other knee on the elbow. Oh. Push back. And then walk all the way in. Roll it up. Scooping up through that lower belly. Or just come up however you would like. Reach into the ceiling. Coming down. Taking your little bow. And giving yourselves a big clap. Yo! Well done, everyone. So, thank you for joining me. Have a lovely weekend. And we'll see everybody next week. Back online again. Okay, so take care for now. And you've got Michaela tonight for Star Circuits. So have a good one with her. And I will see you all soon. Bye for now.